What's up, everybody? It's good to see y'all. It's your boy Malcolm. I'm back. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. I left y'all hanging last week. I took some personal time to get a few things sorted out with the podcast, get a script written out. I had to talk to a few people, just clear a few things up about ideas for the podcast and what I'm going to be doing going forward. Thank you for taking this time to tune in with me. Hope you guys got one rolled, got one lit. Let's go ahead and break down tonight's topic. As you guys saw earlier, it's why are you broke? Basically, myself, a few other millennials and other people in our age group, we've kind of noticed like, damn, after all our bills are paid, after this is paid and that's paid, we ain't really got money like that. And I would have to say part of that is due to, well, as it says here on the screen, unhealthy money habits. So we're going to go ahead and break down these habits piece by piece, and then we're going to elaborate a little bit more on this. I'm going to drop the join link. Let's see if get this bit. I'm going to go ahead and drop the join link for you guys in a second. Go ahead and add that in. Go ahead and add this in. All right, there we go. I went ahead and posted the join link for tonight's episode. Anybody else want to join in? Just, I guess, hit the link or email me or just message me. I have like 3 different, now that I think about it, I have like 3 different apps and like 2 different browsers open right now just for this. So yeah, y'all want to join in? Just go ahead, hit the link or hit me up. I'll send the link to you. So start things off. The first unhealthy money habit. Well, I said that wrong. The first one begins with unhealthy money habits. Can any of you think of some unhealthy money habits you may have? I'll go first, just so no one feels some type of way. I have a bad habit of buying multiple video games and not playing them. I'm just, well, damn, that kind of falls more under impulsive purchases. But let me give something else for unhealthy money habits. Well, no, that counts because impulsiveness is more in the spur of the moment. Unhealthy, yeah, I would say I have an unhealthy habit of buying more video games, even though I have a shit ton that I still haven't played. Like me, myself, personally, I've got a Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox. Like, I have some unhealthy money habits myself. There's no reason for me to have this many video games and game consoles and stuff, but I have it. So, for anyone that feels like they have bad, money habits or bad spending habits, I'm the same way, brother. I'd be having to tell myself, nope. Like, what's it? Diablo 4. For some of my gamers out there, Diablo 4 is out, and I still haven't bought it. Part of the reason why I haven't bought it is because I know once I start playing the game, I'm not going to get off it. Yeah, that was part of the thing holding me back with this podcast because and some of you know I also set up a Twitch account and I'm supposed to be streaming more to my Twitch, but I'm getting caught up in my own stuff, playing video games, not streaming it like I should. Come to think about it, yeah, these past 2 days that I've been just playing my game, I should have been streaming right to Twitch, but you know, being lazy, not prioritizing my Twitch stream, which I should do. I know a couple of friends, they've been going hard on Twitch now, trying to make it work. Shout out to them. My homie Tation, he's doing his thing on Twitch. I think I got one other homeboy that's doing the Twitch. Damn. But I'll give you guys their contact info at some point. Probably I'll have one of them. Yeah, I may have Tay come in on one of these podcast episodes. Probably talk about the upcoming games they got coming out this. I was about to say this fall, but we're pretty much in the fall. So I'll try and see if I can get my friend Tay on the podcast with me. We'll talk about the upcoming games coming out this fall, winter, heading into next year. Just a little bit more vague because I think the fall we don't even have that many games coming out, like Diablo 4. I think Cyberpunk is coming out with their Phantom Liberty. Cyberpunk's coming out with their DLC content. But I'm rambling. Back to the first point. Unhealthy money habits. We all got them. Whether you want to acknowledge or not, we all have unhealthy money habits. For me, let me see, buying video games, buying clothes. Yeah. Like, y'all see what I'm wearing now? I'm in here robed up. I mean, now this robe was only like 30, $40 on Amazon, but still, for the price of this one robe, I could have probably went to Walmart and got like three $10 robes and had more robes to wear and still spend the same amount of money. But I digress. Unhealthy money habits. We all got them. We all try and ignore them or act like we don't, but we got them. Whether it's overspending, not saving like you should. Me personally, I know at the end of the day, I don't save like I should. I should be like putting up at least $200 every week just to save up, For those of you that think, damn, $200 a week, that's a lot. It's really not. Like, well, for me, it's not. I'm single. I don't have any kids. It's just the bills that I have are my bills, and that's it. So for me, I really should be trying to save like 200 a week, at the minimum 100. And for those of you who don't even have jobs or like ain't really paying like that, I would say $50 a week at the minimum. You should be able to save at least $50 a week. If you ain't saving $50, you gotta sit down and go over your financials again. Something ain't adding up. But yeah, man, overspending, not saving, not investing. I don't know if any of you guys invest, but I myself, I invest. I have a 401k with my job. In my spare time, I also set up like a individual brokerage account with like Fidelity, I think. And I also do Robinhood. Yeah, I know people give Robinhood their flack, but hey, if you're someone that's like not really hell bent on execution times or quick orders and stuff like that going through instantaneously, Robinhood is okay for someone wanting to learn about stocks and practice trading stocks, because some of the other brokerages, it took me a while to get used to using the technology. Like Fidelity's software is different than Robinhood's. So I would say Robinhood is better for the new guy that wants to learn about investing. But not investing is one of the things that I would say is an unhealthy money habit tied to something, whether it's a business, some stock you're investing into. I know there's a lot of crypto going on now. Um, Let me see. Yeah, stocks, crypto. There's businesses to invest in, like your own startup business. If you like any electricians, plumbers, HVAC guys, put some money to the side to like start buying up more tools and get your toolbox set up. That way you can start taking work on the side and generate some extra income. What's the next unhealthy money habits? What's another one? Not having a plan. Yeah, now I think about it. Not having a plan. I know it's weird, but if you can't sit down and just like plan out your paycheck ahead of time, like, list all your bills that you got coming up this month, go ahead and price out how much it's going to cost you to pay all your bills, see what's left over. You need to have a plan. Having a financial plan is definitely one of the things that enough people don't stress about. You need to have a financial plan. So that does it for the first one, unhealthy money habits. Just to recap over that shortly, I know I rambled a bit, but the main points I want to get out of that are overspending. Guys, stop spending. We all do it. I do it myself. Like I just told y'all, I got Nintendo 64, PS2, PS3, Xbox, PS4. I think I got do I? Yeah, I got a Nintendo Switch, the light handheld version. Not the blue and red, the gray one. I got the Switch Lite version. But yeah, overspending is definitely an unhealthy money habit. I can relate to it. I'm guilty of it. Like I just said, I got a bunch of games. I don't even play them like I should. The next thing, not saving, failing to save for the future, it can leave you vulnerable, especially when you might need that cash. So try to save up. The next thing, invest, guys. Whether you got your startup business, some stocks, crypto, or I just like actually a couple days ago, I just bought my first bit of silver. They've got SOV. It's on the stock market. It's one of those ticker symbols you can invest in if you want to get some exposure to the silver market. The next thing is, what I was going to say, investing. Actual physical metals like gold, silver coins, or bars and stuff. There are multiple companies you can buy this stuff from. So I would say go online, give them a holler, check them out. I think Amex has some, AMEX, Amex. I think they have some gold and silver bars for sale. That's something to invest into. Another unhealthy habit when it comes to money, I would say probably, yeah, not paying your bills on time. I've paid a few late fees myself. It sucks. Pay your bills on time. It'll make life easier for you, most definitely. And have a plan. Don't just wing it and pay your bills here and there while spending here and have a plan. At least once a month, lay out your finances, what you got to pay for, what you got to take care of. Number two, and this number two on the list, and this follows off what I was saying about not having a plan, a lack of a budget. Oh, excuse me for a second, guys. I have to refresh. My mic is cutting out. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2. Okay, I can hear myself. Sorry about that, guys. I had some technical difficulties with my mic. It kind of just shorted out on me here. I think I have too many USB plugins going into my computer. But what was it? Oh yeah, number 2 on the list: lack of budgeting. Yeah, budget's important. You got to have one of those things. If you don't have one, how you really gonna keep track of your spending, what you're losing, what you're bringing in? It's important. It helps you understand the situation financially, see how much you're losing or spending each month. It can help you achieve some of your goals, like what I was saying earlier. Even if you saving at least $50 a week, at the end of 4 weeks or like a month, that's still $200 you put up. It's not much, but if you're like a 14-year-old, I'm gonna be real with you. At 14, I wasn't saving $200 a month. I just wasn't. So yeah, having a budget in place definitely help you meet some of your goals, help you avoid some of that overspending. Like one of the biggest things with me, when I go grocery shopping, I suck at keeping up with like the grocery list. I'll stop in this aisle, look at that, and be like, I kind of want to try out these fancy Yokohama noodles and stuff. Yeah, I'd be in the ramen aisle looking at the fancy noodles. I'd be in the chip aisle looking at the big box chips, and then looking at the little what's the popcorners? Yeah, the popcorner bags. I love those chips. I'll get like 2, 3 of them just for myself, and I still got to like get stuff for the house. So yeah, having a budget will definitely keep track of some of your overspending, and in my case, it'll help me from spending so much at the grocery store. Like at this point, when I go to the grocery store, it's 100. Yeah, like I think maybe, let me see. Yeah, there's been one time in the past 6 months that I actually went to the grocery store and didn't spend $100. I spent like 86, like $15 shy of 100. So yeah, not having a budget in place is gonna mess with you, whether it's groceries, finances, or even your goals. Because not having that stuff organized, you'll be all over the place, like me. With when I get into some of the things I want to buy, like let me see, I want to buy a toolbox. I want to buy some gold teeth. What's some shit niggas buy? Rims. Um, Damn, what else I want to buy? I probably want to buy another game console. Yeah, give me that PS5 finally. Yeah, I don't have a PS5, people. I literally let everyone else buy one, and then I'm gonna decide to buy one. It's Yeah, they were just too expensive. Any ladies or fellas, if you're struggling or just want to get back at your baby daddy, you know, sell me a PS5, hook a brother up. But on the third point, trying to keep up with the Joneses. If I spelled that wrong, forgive me. I don't know how they actually spell keeping up with the Joneses. But yeah, man, y'all trying too hard. Y'all trying to keep up with the Joneses too much. And it's not just y'all, it's me too. Like when I see somebody drive down my street in a brand new like 2020 F-150 with the nice wheels, got the tires clean, and then I see them work at McDonald's up off Delaware, and I'm like, huh? What the hell? Now, part of that is due to my own fault. I don't want to make car payments. I'm extremely cheap. It's probably one of my biggest flaws. I'm cheap. If I can avoid a car payment, I will. But yeah, trying to keep up with the Joneses will definitely keep you going broke. Like I grew up with a sister. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. Just catching the glimpses of love and hip hop she used to watch, all that Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Channel, fucking oh shit, when I Polo, yeah, you know. So hey, don't feel like I'm talking shit to anybody. I'm talking about myself too. Yeah, fucking Ralph Lauren, buying expensive watches, trying to get these cars with the rims. Yeah, you guys at home, there's a few of you. You know who you are, but yeah, don't feel bad. There's a lot of people out there trying to keep up with the Joneses, and it's keeping them broke too. But now that we're here talking about it, stop. There's no need to keep up with them. Just stay in your own lane, do your own thing. You'll get there eventually. Well, what Nipsey Hussle say? It's a marathon. It's a marathon, not a 30-second sprint. Rest in peace to Nipsey. Shout out to him. Okay. We're all set. 3 going to 4. But just to wrap up, keeping up with the Joneses. Stop, guys. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people. Take care of yourself first. Get yourself in order. Physically, financially, spiritually, mentally. Get yourself in order first. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Because we all trying to get through life at our own pace. What's going on to number 4? Lack of emergency savings. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This has happened to me a few times. Y'all hear me, especially like when you go on vacation. Especially on vacation, it seems like that's when shit happens. When you come right back from vacation. Yeah. So for me, let's see, it was a few years back. I went out to the classic up there in Orlando, seeing the clubs and stuff like that, hanging out. And when I came home, now I had fun. We went to the club. We got to see the cars. They were nice. Got to see a few people on bricks. They came and got the wheels. That was fun. But smoke, drank. Got to see a lot of pretty girls out there. Yeah, when I came home from that fun weekend, that vacation, yeah, I was pinching my pennies for a little minute until the next payday. So, yeah, lack of an emergency, no emergency funds, lack of emergency savings. That stuff is not cool, bro. It can really fuck with you and mess with your pockets. Next one, not tracking your spending habits. Yeah, it's true, man. Y'all gotta know what y'all spending that money on. You gotta know what you're spending that bread on. Me personally, I spend a lot of money on Ralph Lauren. And you don't know the sad thing about it? I really only did it because I heard some rapper talk about it. Yeah, like, with Lil Wayne said polo t-shirt, polo draws. Literally made me buy a whole polo robe just off one song. So yeah, I could attest to this. Not tracking your spending habits is bad. And even when you do track them, if you know what you're spending your money on and you know it's bad, stop. Like, yeah, ladies, if you know you're spending a lot of money on bags and shoes, stop. Especially you that have like 30 different pair of shoes in a closet. Just stop. I thought for me, like I thought having a different pair of shoes being able to wear a different pair of shoes each day of the week was like a statement. But nah, man, some of these women out here, they got a different pair of shoes for every day of the week. That's crazy. But yeah, keep track of what you're spending your money on. Don't just blindly swipe your card and pay out the cash, write the check, however you pay, cash app. Well, I mean, the cash app case, they make it impossible for you not to know cash app even keep track of it for you. But yeah, keep track of your spending habits, guys. Best thing to do. Making impulsive purchases. Impulsive purchases. 1 second, guys. I have a cat. Oh. Sorry. I just got the green screen together and I'm like still working on how to get everything squared away. But yeah, I got the green screen in full effect, guys. I'll be back. Oh. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, it's hard being a cat owner. They always want to spend time with you, but then they want to get out the room. I don't know what's up with cats. But back to the point at hand, what we're talking about, not tracking your spending habits. No, we covered that already. Making impulsive purchases. Yeah, I'm guilty. Making impulsive purchases. I'm totally guilty of this. And I'll tell you why. Because my most impulsive purchase outside of video games, this. I'm not really going to say it because it's being streamed to multiple channels, but my biggest impulsive purchases have all been related to video games, clothes, and you know, uh, yeah, yeah. So try and dial that in. How do I say that? If you know you're the person that can't go out without having to buy something, it's probably best to stay your ass in the house. You know, yeah, just stay home, don't go nowhere. Because as soon as you go out, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, that look nice," or guys, what they say? Damn, that look fine. I'm gonna cop that. No, put it back, put it down, leave it alone. And again, I'm not judging anybody. I make impulsive purchases too. It happens so much to me. Like earlier in the video, I was just saying I have a habit of. All right, we're back, folks. My screen cut out on me for a minute, so I had to reload, refresh everything on my end so I could see. But or impulsive purchases. Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. Don't feel bad. I go to, like I said earlier, when I go to the GameStop, I buy like 2, 3 games. I'll play one of the three, one of the two, and the other one will just sit on my shelf. So I make those type of purchases too, especially if you could sell me on the deal. Like GameStop, because I'm a member, they always get you with the buy one, get one half off, or buy two used games, get the third one free. They always have a pitch that entices you as far as, well, I'll share this with y'all. The most impulsive purchase was probably my shag rug. Some of you are like, shag rug? What the fuck? Nigga, this ain't 1970. Well, yeah. I was at the mall one day, I was leaving, and I saw, the mall out in Jensen, they got this little rug tent stuff that be out there. I was looking at some of the rugs, they were looking nice. And on the inside, I saw this shag rug. They had one in blue, and then they had one in black. I was like, and I was torn really because I had to flip a coin in the end to make a decision because I originally wanted the blue because it was the same color as my robe, but I also liked the black because it matched my cat. You know, when you have a black cat, you got to find a bunch of stuff that matches with black. So I ended up flipping a coin and I ended up buying this black shag rug. It was like, I forgot how much it was. It was like 100 and some change. He gave it to me for like 10% off, 15% off. Yeah, that was my most impulsive purchase today. If there's anything else that comes up, I'll let you know in the later podcast. But for now, that's my most impulsive purchase. The next, lack of diversification in your investments. Well, I'm I'm gonna put an asterisk. I'm gonna put an asterisk next to this one over here because sometimes diversification can rob you of long-term profits. And here's what I mean. Like number seven is like more old school, classical investor type advice. So they tell you invest in stocks, bonds, spread the money out. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket or invest in one thing aggressively. For those of us under the age of 35, this can somewhat not apply to us because we're at the age where really the aggressive investor approach would be more beneficial to us because we have the time to work, lose the money, make it back, work some more, find another investment or launch another business. Our youth allows us to kind of make these mistakes. It allows us to fall down, to get back up. So in the case of number seven, this one you can take it or leave it. Honestly, I feel like sometimes you need to aggressively invest in one thing because if it's going to bring you the most reward, the most profit, then I can't, I can't tell you not to go and invest 100% into one thing solely. Like you starting up a business or you're investing in a business. If you think this is something that could really take off, like what was Tesla? Yeah, like back when I was in high school, Tesla stock was less than like $50 a share. Yeah. Had I had the foresight or even interest in stocks, I would have been like, yeah, I'm putting all my lunch money in Tesla. You know. So number seven, if you're under the age of 35, it can, it doesn't really have to apply to you because our youth allows us to lose money, make it back, fall down, get back up, start a business, fail with the business, start another one. We've got time. But I will say this. I'll say lack of knowledge. in your investments. Because whatever it is you're investing, you should know it. Whether it's Bitcoin, you should know how blockchain works. If it's stock, you should know what company you're investing in, what their portfolio, what the profit margins are looking like. Are they in debt? Are they profitable? Um, what's another one? Uh, Precious materials, commodities. Like that's another thing. I wish I knew better about investing. I think at one point oil was negative $2 a barrel of oil. So I had, like with some of the stimulus check money, had I just invested some of my stimulus check into oil when it was in the negatives, I would have made a bunch of money already because it rebounded back to like, I think currently it's at like $60, $70 a barrel of oil right now. So lack of knowledge in your investments. Whatever your investments are, whether stocks, oil, commodities, a business, crypto, you got to know what you're investing in. Lack of financial plan. Yeah. Well, these two bleed together. So I'm going to go ahead and skip over because budgeting and planning, it's all, they're all part of a financial plan. For those of you who will probably crucify me at home, like, oh, why did you write the same thing twice? I really just ripped these 10 points off of, what was the article? NewTraderUniversity.com. I think that's the name of the website. They basically just pulled 10 pieces of advice from Warren Buffett. So for anyone that feels some type of way about me repeating like two things that are basically similar, lack of budgeting and lack of a financial plan. This is, these points were taken from Warren Buffett. The guy's old, so he'll probably say something like this, not thinking how budgeting and financial planning kind of bleed in together as one. So we'll skip over that one and go off into number 9, paying too much in taxes. Now, I'm gonna be real, guys. I love overtime. Overtime is my second favorite word next to double time. But on the real, you have to be mindful of how much overtime you're raking in because as soon as you pull in enough money that well, basically it's like this. Whenever you, actually, let me just look it up. There you go. Yeah. So like whenever you go into overtime or double time, whenever your pay increases to the point that you join a new tax bracket, the taxes on you go up quite noticeably. Like with me, I'm single with no kids, and every payday it feels like the government takes a quarter or more of my check just before I even see it. And that's not even counting like medical, dental, and the little stuff they take out from my retirement. It literally seems like a quarter of my check disappears before it even touches my bank account. Just like that's how much taxes they're taking out of my check. And what's funny is even at the end of the year, they're still going to say, "Oh, well, here's your return of like $120." So, well, you claim I don't claim no dependents. I ain't got nobody depending on me but me. So I prefer to just give Uncle Sam his money and keep him out of my business and out of my hair. What else we? I had another point here on paying taxes. Let's sip some water first. And stay hydrated, folks. It's hot out here, especially in Florida. Stay hydrated. But yeah, paying too much in taxes. Be mindful of your overtime and double time, how much money you're raking in. Because whenever your pay just doubles or increases drastically, you do cross over into another tax bracket and the taxes go up as well. So just keep that in mind. I know some people need the overtime to help pay your bills and stuff, but while you're paying those bills, you're also paying a lot more in taxes. And you don't always get those back on your tax return. And number 10, and the last point, living beyond your means. Me personally, I've done this myself. Yeah. So this green screen is kind of blowing. I got my AC. So far, it looks normal. I don't see any major disturbances, but behind me, if you're like in the room, you notice my screen is like moving a little bit, kind of like a ghost. But thankfully, it's staying still enough for me to just keep the image on the background. Anyway, back to number 10, living beyond your means. This is for all my people that feel the need to go out every weekend. You got to go on vacation. You got to go to the bar. You got to go. You got to learn to be humble and live within your means. That means you ain't got to go out and eat every day. You ain't got to have brunch with the girls 3, 4 times a week. Fellas, y'all ain't got to go to the bar to get beer and wings. It's actually cheaper just to do that at home, really. But yeah, living beyond your means. What I was saying earlier, I hate car payments. My truck is a piece of shit, but it's my piece of shit. So at the end of the day, I feel great knowing that I don't have a payment because, like, let's say for instance, I break my leg right now and I got to sit down. I got to sit out for about 3 to 4 months. Pretty sure that's not how. I don't know how long it takes for a broken leg to heal, but I'm just saying if I had car payments, I would be a lot more stressed out about making them and actually working versus because I own my truck, I just got to pay my insurance. And once the insurance is paid, that's all I got to worry about. Well, I got to worry about the stuff breaking and fixing it, but that's another benefit to not making car payments. When it's time to fix your truck, you actually have the leftover money because you don't make car payments. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Some people like, damn, bro, it take you a whole hour to smoke one joint. Yeah, really, I have it packed too tightly, so it keeps going out if I don't keep pulling on it. But yeah, number 10, for those of you tuning in just now, it's living beyond your means. Stop going out with the girls every weekend or going out with the boys every night. You gotta be able to chill and just be at home in peace. Don't feel bad. It happens to me. I be at the dispensary looking at some of these fancy strains they got, the Khalifa Kush, the Alien Lab OG. Man, that shit's so expensive. It's nice. You can be like, ooh, look at me. I got this good weed. But, after you done got high, and whatever, you like, damn, I could have bought something else with this money. That's just me. Or a video game, or, there's a number of things I could think of where I just like spent money. And then later I instantly think to myself, damn, I should have bought that. I should have, used that money for something else. Or I should have used that to top off my gas tank. Yeah, it happens. It happens to all of us. So living beyond your means is definitely something you got to look out for. Don't feel bad if you know you have been doing it. Just try to reel it in because a lot of us try to do it just because um, we try to keep up with everyone else around us. That goes Up to number three here. Keep trying to keep up with the Joneses will always lead to you living beyond your means. Let me take a sip of water. Been smoking this weed. I got cotton mouth kicking in. But yeah, folks, trying to keep up with the Joneses will always lead to you living beyond your means. So trying to keep that in mind. Be humble. Don't be in a rush to have it all. You know, we all want to have the nice car with the nice house, with the nice clothes, with the nice bag, with the nice shoes. Like, yeah, I get it. We all want to have nice things, but we got to be humble. We got to take it step by step. I think there's an old Chinese proverb that said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So we got to take those couple steps. However long the journey is, 3 years, 4 years, we'll get there. Just believe in yourself, you know. And while you believe in yourself, try to believe that you can live without some of these fancy things. Like y'all can live without new purses. Guys, y'all don't have to be buying all this fancy weed and stuff from the dispensary. I know I do the same thing myself. I'm guilty. I'm guilty, Your Honor. But leave it alone. You know, go grab some of the discount deals, shop more wisely. Or girls, if you was there, I forget the name of the place. My sister probably knows. But ladies, when it comes to shopping and getting stuff, I know Publix got the buy one get one free aisle. If they don't have the whole aisle, they have like deals. Hit them up. I do all the time whenever I go to Publix. I go to all the buy one get one free sections, and then from there I probably go about and get all the Walmart is great value. I forget what Publix brand is, but they got a Publix brand that usually is like 40, 30 cents cheaper. I get that. I show up there to look fancy when I go to Publix, you know, because that's where all the bougie people like to shop. Walmart's for like your basic everyday folk. The bougie people want to go to Publix. So yeah, when y'all see me in Publix and I'm acting bougie, just know I got that Publix brand in my cart. Ain't no name brand. It's Publix brand. All right, that's it for tonight. We pretty much got through all 10 of them. Just to recap, unhealthy money habits, lack of budgeting or financial planning, if you want to call it, trying to keep up with the Joneses, lack of emergency savings, not tracking your spending. You got to know where your money's going. Making impulsive purchases, niggas, put the shoes down. I ain't gonna say it no more. I see how y'all look at them Jordans. Put the shoe down. Lack of knowledge in your investments. Whatever it is you're investing, try to know it thoroughly, whether it's Bitcoin, stocks, uh, what they got now, commodities, precious metals. You got to know what you're putting your money into. Even to start a business, you got to know what business you're getting into. Let me see. Paying too much in taxes, guys. Um, well, I'm not a tax planner or certified financial advisor, but if you guys know somebody that does taxes, sit down, ask them a few questions, see how you can save up some extra dollars, maybe through donating to charity. If you got a nonprofit organization or something you do locally, uh, with Yeah, I think for some of you that got businesses, there's some new legislation that just passed, or some new legislation that just came in effect this July. You actually get I think, a tax cut or a tax break. I forget what's the proper term, but you get one of those for hiring apprentices. So for you plumbers, electricians, welders, if you want to take on an apprentice, that would be a good time. It would allow you to save some money at the end of the year. Shout out to my cousin Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, he went ahead and shared the video. I appreciate you. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll wrap it up for now. Any ideas in the future, just go ahead, email me, message me on Facebook, Twitter. I'll probably be on tomorrow evening on Wednesday for a Twitch. So I'll drop a link to. Whew, it's hard to talk with this cotton. But yeah, tomorrow I'll drop the link to my Twitch account. I'll be streaming. I haven't figured what game I want to start off with streaming. So if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. I pretty much have, let me see, I got a bunch of old PlayStation 2 games. If we got any old retro guys in the building, or for a few throwback people, I got some PS2 games still in the vault. PS3, Xbox, Xbox One, PS4. So I got a bunch of games in the catalog that I can pull from. So just if you have anything in mind or anything you'd like to particularly stream or have me stream, just inbox me and let me know. Thank you guys, and have a good night. Peace.